Resources giant Fortescue caught the market's attention recently when founder Andrew Forrest announced the company would abandon its target to produce 15 million tonnes of hydrogen by 2030. To discuss this, I'm joined by Pure Hydrogen Managing Director Scott Brown. Scott, thanks for joining me. In your view, what does this decision mean for Australia's hydrogen sector?
Okay, so there's a number of things here. Firstly, I think Mr. Forrest just got his timing wrong. There's no doubt very large demand coming through some of those Asian countries, but the technology around the storage and transportation is very immature. And you can already see some of these technologies will be deployed initially locally, and then you could deploy them into export markets. So he just got his timing wrong. He was too early, paid the price for it. And I think in time, though, we will certainly see exports from Australia and other jurisdictions into some of these Asian countries because they often don't have the space to put these big hydrogen plants.
Thanks, Scott. So with the implementation of a more targeted strategy for hydrogen infrastructure, who are the end users that PH2 has in mind for the hydrogen fuel that it produces?
We've got a very different strategy to Fortescue. So we're looking at small scale production that we can scale up and start from a very simple operation to service some of our key customers. So we're looking at Pepsi, JJ Richard, Solo, and some of the other ones we've recently announced, and essentially providing refueling for both truck and buses and also for generators. The key point about this, it's a targeted strategy where we can tailor the supply to whatever demand we have. And as we get more demand and we sell more vehicles, we can scale up our production. And it's a very simple process of adding an extra line. We can have more production out of our facility. So our initial facility is going to be at Archfield in Brisbane. We call it a micro hub. And that's for a reason, because we're very much targeting, small production to start with, but we can grow that footprint as the demand grows for these products. And we know in advance by selling these vehicles what the demand's going to be. That's critical to the way we're thinking about growing our business from a good foundation.
Operationally, Pure Hydrogen has had a busy period of news flow through the middle part of the year. Can you just provide us with a quick overview of recent developments?
Yeah, so we've had a number of announcements regarding orders. So you may have seen we had an order for Solo waste for a garbage truck. Now got 3 going into Solo and on 3 different states. We also have signed an agreement with the City of Newcastle. So the City of Newcastle will be getting a rear loader for a garbage truck, hydrogen fuel cell. So that's certainly a major development. And then we've had Barwon Water in Victoria. They've signed for a vehicle tourist prime mover, similar to the one behind me. We've also had a number of international interest. We've signed a deal with Vietnam, which we're quite excited about. And we also did a deal with Middle East, UAE, to distribute trucks over there. In California, we have signed up a number of dealers now. We're very excited about that market. South America, there's strong interest. And also, I should not forget Europe, Sweden. We're talking to a number of potential customers there. So all around, we are getting a lot more interest. And we think in time, this will turn into significant sales for the company.
Thanks, Scott. Appreciate the update and all the best.
All right, terrific. Thanks.